Good evening. Hello. I hope everybody's doing well. Oh my goodness, it's been a day. I think it's been a week, really. That's why I planned this talk, because we're in the thick of winter and it's the rough time of year here in Indiana. It is dreary, cold, not much sun. I remember the days when it's sunny because I go out and stand in the sun, so it hasn't been sunny for days. What's everybody drinking for tea? Let me know. We have a couple coffee drinkers in this group too. Let me know what you're drinking tonight in the comments. I like to know. Oh, and I'll read you my tea thing while we wait for people to come on here. What a desolate place would be a world without a flower. We need flowers. It's winter. We need color and sun. And every year for the last 3 years, I've been telling my husband that I'm not going to last here much longer. I'm ready for a warmer climate. I now understand why everybody wants to move down south. So I am putting that on my goal list for the next few years, is that I would look somewhere warmer, preferably with more sun, because I need it. So anyway, that's what we're talking about tonight, is getting through the winter when it feels so hard. We've made it halfway through. Yay, let's look at the positives. I don't know about you, but this time of year, it's harder to fall asleep. Sometimes it's harder to stay asleep. Um, there's a lot more um, emotion. My kids have been really emotional. Hi, Rachel. Glad you came. Just talking about this time of year where it's like halfway through the winter and we're like, is it ever going to end? It gets harder to sleep. We're depleted with our energy. My kids have been fighting like all day. Lots of crying. That's what I feel like too. Also, there's a full moon this week, so that could be what it is as well. And that's why I started full moon yoga every month. So hopefully some of you can join me this month. It's on Thursday night at 8:30. Um, my coupon code right now is peace. So all my courses, if you enter in peace, it should get you the lowest price possible. Um, and I can't remember prices. So if you want to do full moon yoga, find the link, enter peace, see what the price is. I think it's $15 a month, but you get all these other recorded videos too. Okay, so let's get into it. What do we do to get through the winter? So, years and years ago, I realized that I had a problem when the days started getting shorter. Um, Usually, October, November is when I notice it. My energy starts to get slower. I even sometimes have like heart palpitations. Um, I what else did I notice? Anxiety went up around then, and I wanted to research, well, what can I do naturally for that time of year? And of course, you hear about seasonal affective disorder, type of depression. So now when October hits, I know, first of all, I need to take care of my sinuses because they're going to start getting crazy with the change of season. And I start upping my supplements. So if you work on your digestion, your internal nutrients, because we're not getting the sun, it can help you get through the winter. So in October, I really start hardcore taking my supplements, and I want to show you some of that stuff. Of course, vitamin D, if you do not know already, comes from the sun, and you need to supplement vitamin D. I order all my stuff from Young Living because I get like a monthly order. Where's my light? You can't see. Anyway, I put the D now. My son's 4. He's learning his letters. These are chewable, so like my kids can take them too. Um, they're I like Young Living because I know where they're coming from, the ingredients, and they're also more bioavailable. You can absorb them better because they put oils in there as well. So some of the over-the-counter ones are hard to absorb. A lot of times, like my husband, we found out has Crohn's, and his digestion isn't very good, and a lot of times his supplements will come right out, like he has hardly digested them. So that brings me to digestion. If your digestion you feel is lacking, it's either sluggish or too fast, constipation, diarrhea, something like that, you really want to start a probiotic. I don't think I brought my probiotic, but a really high quality probiotic. I keep mine in my fridge because if you get a really good one, they need to be in the fridge. They're live bacteria that help your gut. So that alone really helps gut health and absorbing what you need, all the nutrients you need. So if you want to start with anything, a probiotic is a really good idea. I also take a prebiotic because as you get older, I'm gonna be 40 this year. Um, as you get older, you start losing digestive enzymes, probably because of our processed food, sugar, all that. Our digestion gets slow and we lose some of the digestive enzymes. So I don't know where my digestive enzyme is, but I've got, so we've been doing, in the 90-day challenge, we've been doing the organization and decluttering. And I did this a couple years ago where I put all my supplements in this bin and I can take it down and I can refill my thing. So, if you need to be more organized with it, you can have a bin and organize your stuff that way because otherwise it's a lot. So I take, my kids take Mighty Pro, and I take this sometimes too. It's a kid one. It has the prebiotic and the probiotic in it. So that alone really helps with gut health and mental health in the winter. And then the digestive enzyme, I have a couple different ones, but Allerzyme, because I have a hard time with dairy. And what else? Essential Zyme. These are hard to read. Anyway, I don't know how to do this. I need to figure out how to get it in the light. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I care. But bromelain, thyme, carrot, alfalfa, cumin, anise, fennel, all that kind of stuff. Now, if this is like totally foreign to you, I have a course, 21-day detox, sugar detox. And it's also an introduction to intermittent fasting. And that can really help to boost your digestion and get you on the right track with some healthier choices. So, and now I put it in as part of my get back to self course because you can do the detox diet and also the modules on mind and body practices. So it's all in one course. It takes about 8 weeks to do, and it would just be a really great healing process if anybody wants to do that. It's the lowest price right now with that coupon code PEACE. Okay, so supplements. What else? Super B, B12. That is a must-have. That helps with anxiety. So I highly suggest a B12. Omega 3s are those fatty acids. In the winter, we need them. We get dry. I take one that has vitamin D with it too. Oh my gosh, Omega Jais, it's called. Anyway, I don't need to show these. Um, Omegas are like fatty fish, salmon. We just had salmon for dinner. It was so good. I love it. I know not everybody likes fish, but you can take like fish oil capsules that will really help. You know, our grandparents used to do this all the time, cod liver oil. There, it is no joke. You need to have it in the winter if you're not eating this stuff. Avocados, um, tuna, lots of stuff like that. Um, what else? My Nixia Red juice gets me through the winter too. It's an antioxidant juice, berries, because I love berries. I use frozen berries in the winter, smoothies, but this one is wolfberry, which is goji berry, um, and it just supports every cell in your body. And this is what I take late afternoon when I'm feeling like I need coffee or sugar or candy or chocolate. This has really helped me to moderate my sugar levels because when I do that in the winter, I crash hardcore and I'm so grumpy. So this so much helps me with that craving that I get and keeps my blood sugar level. I love it so much. It tastes so good, and my kids do too. Um, okay, so number two. So those are the supplements. Number two, limit the amount of sugar you take in the winter. I know we have crazy holidays. We start with Halloween, then Thanksgiving with pie, then Christmas. Um, Next we got Valentine's Day. Try to limit your sugar just to those holidays because if you're eating a lot of sugar every day, you're going to feel miserable. It's a very quick boost, and then you're crashing, and you just don't have the energy. It definitely contributes to anxiety too and depression. Um, so that's why I actually do intermittent fasting because I allow myself to eat sweets. I'm not strict about eating them, but I don't eat them late in the day or for breakfast. I have one sweet a day usually, and it's in midday so that I'm not um, affecting my sleep and I'm not grumpy all day long. If I eat sugar in the morning, it's not good for me. I'm crashing and irritable. So my intermittent fasting, there's like 3 levels in my course. You can start with, you know, 12-hour fast, stopping eating at 8 p.m., eat at 8 a.m. If that seems super reasonable to you, there's a second level you could try, um, which is 8 hours of eating. So I usually do 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then there's a third level, which is there's several different options. One meal a day, basically, or 4 hours a day. So one meal a day, and that really helps a lot of people um, lose weight, gain energy, fight infections, fix their gut, all that kind of stuff. And then some people take it to the extreme where they do 24-hour fasts, 36, 72-hour fasts, and I haven't got to that point yet, but I would love that as a goal just to try water fasting. If you've done that before, let me know in the comments if you've done like 24 hours or longer. I know some religions have that and people do that, but when I started reading about the health benefits of it, then I was like, oh, this really makes sense. I don't really find a religious reason to do it yet, but other people may. So I'm curious to know if you've done it, if it was like a religious reason, a health reason. Let me know. I love learning that stuff. Okay, number 3, make your sleep priority. So in the winter, we don't have the daylight to boost our melatonin levels. So there are lamps out there. If you've heard the sun lamps, you can put the lamp on in the morning, like while you're making breakfast or when you're waking up, doing your makeup, whatever. You can have the sun lamp on, so you're starting the melatonin production. Um, if so, for me, I have dark skin. I'm Middle Eastern. We need more melatonin, and I think that, I mean, that may be one reason why I have a hard time with winter. But I do take melatonin in the winter, and my kids do too. Well, not my kids. Tegan, my son, 4-year old, has no problem going to sleep. My daughter, she gets wound up. She takes after my husband and I, has a hard time shutting off her brain. So I take melatonin. I just found one over the counter, melatonin, 3 milligrams. Young Living also makes one. It's ImmuPro. It has zinc in it too and things like that. So we've been taking that for immune system. Um, but it has melatonin in it. And so these are chewable, and it's really easy for her to take that. And I like that it has the zinc and other immune system stuff in it. The other thing that helps with sleep is magnesium. So in my course, I have lists of foods that are good for these things as well. How to eat more magnesium. But you can also take a magnesium supplement. So that would help with sleep, making sure you have enough magnesium. And there's one more thing that really helps with sleep. It's called theanine. And this is also great for anxiety, L-theanine. It's an amino acid. And so melatonin, L-theanine, and magnesium are great for sleep if you need help with that. I have a kid one that I use from Young Living too. It's called Unwind, and it has magnesium and L-theanine in it. Also has lavender oil, Roman chamomile oil, and I take this one sometimes too because it's a watermelon powder. So those are the really important things if you want to work on sleep in the winter. Okay, let's wrap this up. I got a couple for slowing down. So I should have started with this. I have a winter solstice yoga class that's free. It's in the unit section. And it's all about letting ourselves slow down in the winter. We are meant to slow down. We're mammals, right? Our digestion slows down. We should be eating less. We need to remind ourselves that that's okay, that we're okay with doing less. And a lot of that anxiety and depression comes from, like, we want to feel more productive. So remind yourself that it's okay to say no to things. It's okay to take things off your calendar. Give yourself more grace for not being as productive. And I hope that this helps with some of this winter depression. So if you're feeling chronic pain, headaches, lack of motivation, irritability, any of that stuff, it could be signs of seasonal affective disorder. Try some of these supplements and let me know if they help, because they really do help me. And then on those sunny days, make sure to go outside for 15 minutes and get some sun. I think that's it on my list. Yeah, I think I said it all. So everybody have a great week, and I hope that some of the joyful living challenge can boost your mood. Join in if you haven't. You can go to day 1. It's in unit 2. Or you can skip around, but I highly suggest going in order and commenting when you do so we know you're participating, and you can win the prizes on Sunday. Participation wins prizes. All right, see y'all later. Bye.